Hello, my name is Linda Kelso, and I'm a landscape designer and the owner of LK Landscape Design. And before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much for taking my course. I really appreciate it. Now, I just want to address a quick question you might be having before I get into the rest of this course, and that is, why exactly do I want a bird and butterfly filled backyard? Well, beyond the fact that this would add a lot of beauty to your yard, there are a lot of other benefits you might notice as you start to make changes that would attract birds and butterflies. For example, when you create a bird and butterfly friendly yard, you may notice an increase in vegetable and fruit yields in your garden. In addition to that, you might also notice that you have fewer pests eating your plants, or that you can reduce or completely eliminate pesticides, or that there are fewer mosquitoes buzzing around your yard. But in addition to these really nice practical benefits, having a bird and butterfly friendly yard can also be a step towards dealing with some larger environmental problems. So for instance, where I'm from, which is North America, the monarch butterfly population decline is a big concern. In fact, over the last 20 years, their population has declined by about 90%. And that has some experts concerned because they think it might end the monarch's annual migration from Mexico to Canada. Now, you might also have heard of something called colony collapse disorder. This is when an entire hive of honeybees essentially dies out. But honeybees aren't the only pollinators that are in trouble. There are many others that are endangered or dying out or otherwise struggling, and that is a really big problem for us. See, pollination is necessary for many plants to produce the fruits and vegetables that we and other animals eat. If we lose our pollinators, then we also risk rising rates of malnutrition and even food shortages. All right, well, what about birds? An article in National Geographic stated that there has been a steady decline in both common and endangered bird species across North America and Europe. That's an issue because birds are what we call an indicator species. They indicate the overall health of their environment. So if bird populations are in trouble or are in decline, it is showing that there may be a larger underlying problem in the environment. So that's what this course addresses. It will help you with all those practical benefits, but it's also designed to help you take steps toward dealing with some of those large-scale environmental issues in your own backyard in a very approachable way. That's because I believe lots of yards filled with lots of birds, butterflies, and other beneficial animals can actually make a big difference towards solving large-scale environmental problems. So here's what I'm going to cover in this course. In the first section, I'm going to answer some questions that you might have, such as, what does earth-friendly really mean? Or, what's a wildlife habitat and why do I want one in my backyard? In the second section, I'm going to share some really practical steps towards creating that bird and butterfly filled backyard, such as using native plants or providing food or water or shelter. And in the third section, I'm going to help you make it all happen, even if there are certain limitations that you're facing, like a limited budget or limited time. Now, I have two main goals with this course. The first is that I really want to empower you to help the birds, butterflies, bees, and other beneficial animals that share your backyard. And I want to help you make steps towards addressing some of the larger environmental issues that I talked about. And I want to really share a lot of practical small steps with you that you can implement without being overwhelmed. So I just want to say again, thank you for taking this course and let you know that I very much appreciate that. And I also want to let you know that I am so thankful and so excited that you want to create a space that welcomes birds and butterflies into your yard. Now, join me in the next lesson where I'm going to talk about earth-friendly, which is the underlying philosophy of this entire course. So I will see you there.